Welcome back to the Branding Pages Show. I'm Dr. Magnificent, really known as Dr. John L. Mack, and here's my co-host, DJ Victory ED. ED means every day, win victory every day. I'm so excited to have you on. How you doing, sir?
Man, I like excellence daily.
I wasn't even gonna push. I thought that's what it really says. Excellent. That means that not every other day, not the second, every day. That's
No, man, it's
consistency.
every day, man. There's no days off in every day. That means every day you wake up. Now, look, watch this though. That means you got to
Okay.
wake up to win every day.
Oh, and most people just wake up just to get out of bed. They want to get up when they finish sleeping, but they got an alarm clock, they got a time clock, they got something that's telling them and controlling the narrative of their day. So one of the reasons we're on here, guys, is because Ed and I have I've created the branding pages, and then I got with my creative director Ed here, Victory, and he has taken it to another level. So now we have created a system that will allow authors, artists, influencers, people that want to get their message out, entrepreneurs. We've created a system for them to have a silent salesman that tells their whole story. Let me ask you this, Victory. Have you ever been trying to tell somebody something about an idea that you had, and they're zoned out, and you're just all pumped up and passionate about it, and you just do verbal vomit on them and tell them, blah, 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 and then they're like, oh God, here it comes with that again. Well, that's no more. With branding pages, we have a sophisticated super salesperson that's going to tell your entire message with a funneled focus to take them from an abstract idea to the concrete idea. And the concrete idea is buy my book, book me to speak, take a look at where I'm speaking at, or buy my CD, um, come to my concert. It's an for an entrepreneur. Hey, take a look at what I'm doing. This is why you should do it with me, and let's do it. Those are it's so simple. Look at Einstein said, genius is making the complex seem simple. Yet most people want to make the simple seem complex so they can sound like they're complex individuals.
I
What do you
love
think?
it.
No,
Right.
think about that. Einstein said that.
Oh wow, wow. Well, that's the truth, man.
Yeah.
And we have to realize that the most important thing is that it's really simple to figure this thing out, especially with all the information that we've had over the last, 10 years with web development, landing pages, having data carts, all these things, visual Instagram and Facebook and
Yes.
YouTube. I remember the
It made
day
it
when we were
easier to connect.
right. I remember the day when we was just trying to figure out how to connect them all, how to hub everything into one. Now we've gotten past that, but there's still one goal, and that's to teach our audience and teach our authors and teach our artists
How
how
to
to
use
make
them.
and how to make their vision memorable. You
Right.
know,
Well, not only memorable, but there should be on every vision, there should be one objective. Buy the
absolutely,
book, book me to speak, take a look at what I'm doing. Buy the CD, come to my concert, take a look at what I'm doing. As an
absolutely,
entrepreneur, buy my product, take a look at what I'm doing, and then engage further. The
right,
problem most people have is visibility, viability, validation, and vision. Their vision is too small. They're so caught up in what they haven't been able to do that they believe that they can't do certain things. Can and can't are both cancers because when you focus on what you can do, you're excluding what you should be doing and that's possible to do, but you don't believe it's possible because you haven't seen it done yourself. I mean, we could get into some depth this morning, but
yeah. But when we when
you gave us an outline today, so I'm gonna follow the outline. Okay,
well,
well,
see, because the reason why is because we learn repetitively, and now we're
mhm.
in the week 2 of a brand new year. This is the
A brand new
14th,
year.
right? And we
Now
want to
tomorrow's the 14th. Tomorrow's the big holiday. Okay, today's the
okay.
13th.
Oh,
Tomorrow is the big holiday day.
well, excuse me,
Don't
man.
get
I still got the smell of Hollywood on me. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
got to
I'm I'm
that
in Houston, Texas
passport.
now, but I still kind of smell like Hollywood now. So you got to
Hey,
forgive
man,
me.
that's
My days kind of got mixed up. I want to take the little time to send prayers out to the people that are in
yes.
Hollywood and Los Angeles,
Yeah,
because
that's that
it's a
man. I've never seen
miracle.
a tragedy like that, man.
Yeah, I'm a miracle
The
because
fact that you even escaped, that you got out right before you got out the day before the destruction. And coming up now, let me just let people know why we just so excited about this. Say the week before the fire started, Edwin was had already decided to relocate back to Texas, and so he's sitting there and he's in a mobile living situation. And then the guy kind of nuts up on him and wants him out like yesterday. So he's kind of a semi homeless position. But God stepped in and opened doors and allowed him to be able to have a safe passage or a safe stay over the weekend, so that by Tuesday when he got to the plane, all the enemy marshaled all the strength he could to stop him, to stifle him, to get him stuck, to tell him, hey, you can't win in this. You're going to be here. You're no good. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. But instead, he operated in faith and persevered on. So, and in the process, we were developing and had developed these branding pages. He gets
well,
on the plane. Go on, finish the rest of it.
what no, let me I don't want to stop you, but let me tell you how branding actually helped me. You
Okay,
know,
talk to me.
well, in 2015, I created the brand
Okay,
EdwinVictory.com. Okay.
victory, victory, victory.
Absolutely.
Go on.
And
I'm sorry, I blew up.
my dad used to tell me Edwin meant everyday win. And then when I
Okay,
was when I, in 2015, I was on a photography set, and I was taking photos, and a lady asked me how to spell my last name. I said V is in victory, IENN, and she said, "Your name is Edwin Victory." And and that's still my brand. EdwinVictory.com is my brand. And if you go to the EdwinVictory.com, you can see all my work. It actually was, it's interesting because Edwin Victory is actually my road on how I get through all my troubles. That's my brand. It's not, like I said, it's more than a
it's a
logo.
mindset. It's a mindset. Look,
Branding is a
branding is a
mindset.
mindset.
I
Would you see?
love it.
So, guys, we're sitting up here today, and we're talking about something so fundamental to the growth and development of your book, your music, your entrepreneurship, your brand. The brand. When you understand the value and the power and the purpose of a brand, doors begin to open up because now you're not stuck in the narrative that someone else is saying about you. You get to control that narrative. You get to make a difference and say, okay, I am Dr. Magnificent. I'm Dr. John L. Mack, okay? But as Dr. Magnificent, I get to choose the narrative. I get to control that narrative. And the funny thing is, just like you're talking about developing that Edwin Victory, that Victory brand, well, the Magnificent, was something that I developed over the course of time. So much so to the point where I would walk in church and my pastor would say, Magnificent. And I said, wow, that's the power of branding, that people don't even have to say your name. They just say your logo. They say victory. Every time I say victory, I'm talking about DJ Victory. I'm saying this is a winner. This is a person that's won. And this is a person that don't have nothing in mind but winning. If I'm magnificent, I am magnificent. If I'm magnificent, everything about me, my whole brand is magnificent. We get to choose the narrative of our brand. And with our branding pages, listen, guys, if you're an author, if you're an artist, if you're an influencer, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a business person and you are suffering from a lack of visibility, we could go on and on. Remember when I first started collaborating with Mr. Victory, he had created a concept called leads today. And he said, when do you need leads? Today. All of us need leads today. If you're an author, if you're an artist, if you're an entrepreneur, influencer, anything that requires a connection to the public, you need a branding page. And as a result of the branding page, it gives you visibility, viability, validation, vision, and victory.
That's
Talk
right.
to us,
That's
man.
right. Well, branding builds your identity, your business
Mm, mm.
identity. Having,
Yes.
ultimately, nobody wants to walk around the world without an identity. We've all been given this, before I formed you in your mother's womb, identity. God already had a plan already established for us. And in that, because he gave us the the ability to have wisdom to get wealth, he also gave us the ability to have an identity for those things that we do well, our
We
tent
do
making.
well. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean,
Well,
I'm known as a singer. And I'm not known as a singer because I, I'm trying to do just try a man trying to sing. I'm known as a singer because I walk
because you
in
sing.
and I sing
You do
well.
that, yeah,
Yes,
and very
exactly.
much so. You because you created several songs for me. Now let me go deep into this into the agenda that you set up. You said two things that we're going to talk about today. First off, the core message is your brand is more than just a logo. Most people think that's my logo. No, no, your brand is the story you tell and the connection you create with your audience. And the second
Absolutely.
thing is that we want to start with this hook. So did you know that 77% of consumers buy from brands they feel emotionally connected to? When I drive by Chick-fil-A, I want a chicken sandwich. And interestingly enough, when I drive by McDonald's, I haven't eaten McDonald's in years. But guess what? When I drive by McDonald's, I'm looking for some Mickey D. Say something.
Come on now. Come on now. I
So,
mean,
yep,
McDonald's and Starbucks, they're actually real estate companies, but they have
yes.
putting food establishments on top of the real estate that they own, and they make sure that people know exactly what it is without even looking. You can think about a Starbucks green logo with the
And
little
you're gonna be
lady in it.
thinking about that cup of coffee, your favorite Starbucks drink.
Absolutely. And in McDonald's, the two arches. And that's been years of branding, years of
Oh,
branding. They literally can do anything they want to do now because the brand is established in the
is
in the
that so
mind.
Coca-Cola? I
Exactly.
haven't had a Coke in 10 years, but it's still branded in my mind. So much so. Now let me tell you this. I was at a picnic at a cookout about 2 years ago. And so we're sitting down there, and I got me got me a rib. Oh, the rib was smoked perfectly. Everything was good. I made the potato salad. I didn't even have to ask who made the potato salad because I knew I'm just having my stomach is smiling. I reached over and grabbed the Coke and popped that bad boy just automatically. And I drank it, I spit it out. I said, "What? I don't drink Coke." Well, just think how powerful that branding was. It made me do something I don't even do because it emotionally embedded into my psyche. And that's what we want to do here with branding pages. Hey, if you're an author and you've written a book, and you've had it out. I've got authors that have had books out 2 or 3 years. We've helped 250 authors to get published successfully. So I've been reaching back out to these authors and said, "Hey, I know that the book is out there. I see that it's not really going as well as you'd like. Why don't you get a fresh start with the branding page?" They say, "What you talking about?" I said, "Well, let me show you. This is a for the author. It's 4 steps that's interconnected, woven together. The first one is about the author. Who are you? Why should anybody buy from you? The problem that most authors and even artists have is that people either don't know who they are or know enough about them where they would be willing to step up and become a fan or a client. And then with the book, they don't know anything about this book. All of a sudden, you got a book. Okay, somebody I don't know or know very little bit about got a book and you're going to change the world. And I'm like, okay, sure. But with the branding page, you can send out these 4 silent salesmen, and they're like, they're aggressive attack dogs. They go out and they're going to say, hey, this is DJ Victory. DJ Victory sang with Ideal, has written 400 songs, has a catalog that's incredible, is a graphic designer, is a mascot maker, I mean, just all these different. It tells who you are. It tells your story without you having to be there, and it tells your story well. think about this. Most people that are telling your story in the background are telling the story based from their narrative. Well, he all right, but sometimes he don't show up. He all right, but I don't like the fact that he do this and that and the other. This your branding page is gonna say he ain't all right. He is absolutely incredible. He's victorious. He is magnificent.
Yes, indeed. I love it. Absolutely. I
So,
mean,
speaking
and
of
I
that,
love
go
and
on.
I love the styling of the branding pages that we've created because
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
like they're like sales biographies in the hand.
Yeah.
I mean, and they
Telling the
do
whole
so
story
much.
for you.
And it tells the whole story. Plus, it gives people the opportunity to see everything else, which is your social media. Actually, uh,
Book them to
buy
speak.
from you. I mean, you can
Yeah, right
branding
there on
pages.
that page.
I mean, I'm literally blown away by this new technology because I've been building websites ever since 2003, and
Okay. Oh,
um because I've been building websites, I mean, I'm now just even blown away because these new branding page sites are just even more streamlined and they look
oh,
very, very, very well.
gorgeous.
I,
Oh,
I'm, I'm
no, they don't look very, very well. These are some amazing sites. When we create this
absolutely
using the technology that we have, and let me just I'm sorry to stop you like that, but
no, you're
I want
good.
people to understand exactly what they're going to be getting their hands on. This dude over here is just amazing. Now he turned me on to the technology. I looked at the technology, and my superpower is that I'm able to zero in and create concepts off of content. So if you got the right concept, you can change the world. With the right concept, we got somebody that's the president of the United States. He used a concept to get to that next level, to that next tier. So our concept is that the branding page is a simple system that puts you out in the best light, that is going to control your narrative and develop a following, a system that can help you to realize your dreams and goals. It's amazing. I mean, it's so simple that I'm wondering why somebody hadn't considered it before. But my mind works a little crazy, and so I just saw I saw the pattern, and it makes sense. But now that we've gone past the pattern, we've tested this with over 50 different directions and clients, all of them getting amazing results because they're saying people that wouldn't listen to me before are getting my full picture. Think about this. You want somebody to know who you are. I said, look here, I'm unstoppable. I want people to buy my book. You need to buy my book. And people looking to like, I don't know nothing about your book, and I know very little bit about you. But all you have to do is say, hey, let me send you my branding page, and it's going to answer all the questions that you have. You send them the link or the QR code to the branding page. It's got video, it's got audio, it's got text, it's got everything, and it's funnelized so that it takes you from where you are, knowing nothing, all the way to the bottom where you're ready to open up your wallet and give me some money because it's that well done.
I now I worked with a guy this past weekend, and I was able to do his branding page for him. And, I've learned even now we can make the branding page speak. This
Well,
guy
okay.
had a mission statement that he wanted people to read. And I
Uh
said,
huh.
why don't we make the mission statement speak? That way, you see a face and you hear, they push play and it speaks back to them. I mean, it just takes it to a whole nother level. Um, I mean, so the branding pages will keep on increasing in technology, increasing the value with different things like the videos. I call it the video speaker, the video host. You can have a video host on your branding pages. That way, you don't have to talk about it. People often don't even take time to read anymore, even though the branding pages aren't bulky with text. Um, still people don't read. So we built into these branding pages the opportunity for people to hear the message as well. And
Right.
that's
And so,
now
yes, I like
I was
that. That
tell,
was a good point.
I was telling Dr. Guyton this weekend as well. that your course can be built into your branding page now.
Right.
So I'm excited. We were moving into week two. We've had several clients that have are using our system right now, and
Well, I've got two that are onboarding today. So I sent out. The beauty of this is this. So I've been working with these clients for a while, helping them to build their books, everything. And then I said, well, you know what? He needs a branding page, and this other one was from years back. I said they need a branding page. So I just sent my branding page out and said, take a look at this. We want to do the same thing for you. Both of them called me back, I mean, almost instantly. Hey, when can we talk? When can we talk? Because the branding page does such a great job of getting the information out. Now, what we've done, Edmund and Victory and I, is we want to make sure this whole AI world, this whole new artificial intelligent world that we're in, is controlled by prompts. What you say, the prompting causes the system to produce specific results. Well, we have learned, we've studied the prompting. We're certified promptologists, so we know how to use the prompt to generate the responses that we're wanting. So now we're able to craft incredibly vivid, powerful landing pages that are customized with your picture, your information, your website, your link, all the information about you. But the landing page is designed, the branding page, it's a landing page on steroids. It's so well crafted. And the only objective of this landing page is to get you to make a decision. Buy the
mm,
book, book me, or take a look.
I love it. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Brandon pages. And then the thing about this whole thing, when you think about your friends and you think about your people that who are doing business, it gives you like forethought on how to help them because a lot of people have been struggling. I don't, a lot of the artists and authors have been struggling, and they have good messages and they have good content.
Yeah.
Like now,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a DJ friend of mine who has a podcast every week and he wants people to get to that podcast on YouTube. Why not create the branding page for the podcast with all your YouTube videos in it and share it to all your people at one time? So that's it helps me to visualize how I can even help more people because of the branding page concept. It's amazing, man. I'm just excited
No,
and
what do you
ignited.
mean? You, when you said they don't even know why we're laughing, but that's my boy. So, what do you what would you want people to know most importantly about once they get their branding pages? What's the system to implement so that you can get the maximum result from it?
Well, because we have the technology to create the branding pages within about 48 to 72 hours completely. Once when we've gone back and forth to make things right with our client, it's actually from there sharing the branding page with your base. You know what I mean? First share with your base, get excited about it and share with your base. And and then from there you start to see the impact on how it's the what people think about this particular concept that you're rolling out. You get to maybe close some sales for your business. So step two after the branding pages is share, share, share. And
Mm,
once you share, that's like planting seeds. You plant enough seeds, you start getting trickles of your harvest to come back at you. And then once you get the
mhm,
harvest, keep planting seeds, keep networking, keep meeting people, keep talking about your business because that's what you're going to do anyway. If you have a business, you want the business to grow by continuing to add more people into the pipeline. And branding pages is really like, when we started Leads Today, we were
mhm.
talking about funnels and
Right.
funnel system. And it actually is really just a growth of the same thing, you know? It's a
Yeah, it's a
now
reimagined funnel that's this one page that's giving you results
absolutely,
immediately.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So now we're taking what we were talking about with funnels, and we're actually giving it an identity. The funnel
Mm.
concept works. It always will work. It's been around since day one, since the since
Oh,
the,
it's here.
the heavens and the earth were created. Funnels
Russell
are
Brunson took it to millions. So funnels are
exactly,
just are part of the process. If you don't have some type of funnel, then you're missing out on your funds.
absolutely. And what
Yeah, you
branding
let them
does,
stay
what
straight.
what 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 BP branding, A plus BP branding pages has done is we're taking that funnel now and putting an identity with it, and that's your identity, and
Your
that's not
identity, yes.
exactly, exactly.
Well, let's look at it from that standpoint. Your identity is being validated whether you participate in it or not. So if you're endeavoring to if you write a book and it just sits out there and doesn't get any traction and you're wondering what's wrong, you're not promoting it or your promotion is anemic at best.
Right,
What do you expect? So we want to open up opportunities for you to be able to get in front of your ideal audience. You did
right,
all that work. You came up with the creative idea. You implemented it. You came up with a digital intellectual property, and you put it out there, and nothing's happening. And you said, "Dad gummit, I'm the talent. I did all this work, and now I don't know what to do." I had a young man recently, well, several years ago. He had written a book about 10 years before, and it just sat
mm,
there on his computer because he didn't know what the next step was. Within a
mm,
week, he was the number one best-selling author with GPS because I knew what to do. We knew what the next steps were, and that's what we are,
mm,
guys. If you're out there, you have a book, you have a song, or you have a playlist of songs that you want to get into the ears and the minds and the hearts of people. You've got to you need a branding page to brand it and get it out there. Now, if you're the artist, look here, Edwin, Ed, every day excellence, daily victory. He he understands how to get you onto the marketplace, get you into the marketplace. Use Spotify, use all of the back door to the music industry, which is one of the most sinister. It's not a nice industry. Let's put it that way. You look at all the headlines now of people that have been forced to do things against their will because they wanted to be out there so bad that they would give up control of their own narrative, their own body, their own emotions, just so they can get a little bit ahead. With branding pages, we're able to help you leverage this without going through all that craziness, without sacrificing your integrity, your reputation, or your body. So the same thing with an
mm,
author. And with the branding page, now you can stand out. Now people know that you exist and they want to do business with you.
I love it. That's right. That's it. That's it, man. We're
So
we're winning.
what if they're out there and they want to get their own branding page, what should they be doing right now?
Well, first and foremost, you should be contacting us to let us know what your concept is, so that way we could actually help you build your concept. You can actually email us at a plus branding pages at gmail.com. You can reach out to us where you see this video, whether you see us on Facebook, whether you see us on Instagram. You can reach out to us there and we can actually reach back out to you. We're very, very easy to get to. So, we have I believe we have a site. Either we have a site now or a site coming soon, but we're actually online. I can share the link into the Facebook page, and
Okay.
I would say just reach out to where you see this video at. Reach out to us. We're gonna check the messages either or email us at a plus branding pages at gmail.com,
Dot
and we
com. Mhm.
will get to you and make sure that we get you your branding page and make sure everything works out so you can wake up to
How
win
long
every day.
is it going to take you? Like I mean, take a week or a month or a long time to get these branding pages done? What's the turnaround
No,
time? What's the realistic turnaround time?
72 hours,
And can it
7
will can, is it possible to be done quicker?
48 hours, 2 days. If
Okay,
you have all
okay,
your content in place, I can actually turn your branding page with our team, turn it around and within a really good period of time. And
So
normally,
24 to
like I
48, 72 hours. Okay.
yeah, I mean, some people like I mean, I've been able to turn a branding page around in 24 hours. Just making sure that we connect. Sometimes we're in two different places, but when they get the chance to see it, it makes the process faster because they can make a decision to say, yes, I like this, I like that, and if we're out on the same page during the design at the same time, we can make those changes that are necessary really quickly. So I would say 24 to 72 hours, you're up and running. Brandon
That's pretty
pages.
powerful. So that
Yeah.
means you've been languishing all this time with no visibility, and then like almost overnight, we push a button, bam, and turn on your branding pages, and now your brand is front and center. Your
Amen.
brand is branded into the mind of your customer. And there's so many different ways that you can use the branding page. Create a QR code or URL, and just post that on all of your outgoing correspondence, on all of your social media sites. You can have that
Hmm.
as a locked in nested link, so that when they click it, it automatically is going to take it to your branding page. Then your branding page is going to do all the talking for you. Your branding page is going to open up the door and the avenue. Hey, coaches, dude, I just thought about this because I know that Coach James Bond is listening on YouTube right now. Not YouTube, but on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. But so once you, as a coach or a consultant, and you're out there trying to reach your ideal audience, they don't, they say, "Oh man, I remember you, Pookie, from back. You used to." Walk with no. Everybody else was riding. You used to ride a bike when we was driving cars back in the day. How you gonna be a coach or consultant? But if your branding page goes out in front and say, "Hey guys, this is Dr. John L. Mack. I received an honorary doctorate in 2020. I've written 20 books. I've helped 250 authors to get published successfully. And now I'm helping these same authors, artists, entrepreneurs to be able to get better visibility with branding pages. You want to know more? Oh, that's Dr. Magnificent, because my branding page has branded me as the go to guy. So when we craft this branding page for you, we're going to build you in the best light possible. We're going to show the benefits of what the book or the course or the class offers. We're going to show why they need to book you to speak as opposed to somebody else. We're going to position you so that you are now visible for success.
Amen. Amen. That's so interesting because even with the branding pages team, I know
Mhm.
now several designers that because of my career in design as well as in music, a lot of people are creative in music as well as design. I'm watching how the business that you created is now exploding with other people who are working with us to design. So it's not just
Mhm.
us as designers creating these branding pages. Our team is phenomenal. You know,
And everybody has a different perspective on the design, and that's the beautiful part. So
yes.
we're training promptologists to be able to help us, because right now we're reaching out. We're asking for your business. Right now, it's only a $497 investment to get your branding pages. You're going to have them up and running in 24 to 48 hours. So we're reaching out, but as we're getting more and more, we anticipate that within the next 60 to 90 days that we'll be doing 40, 50 of these per month. um, as that is happening, we are training promptologists to be able to replicate the process that we have, because it's not difficult, but it takes a different mindset, a different understanding and approach. And once you operate within that difference, then your success is pretty much guaranteed.
Man, I can't say anything else. That's in a nutshell. You need branding pages. Don't let branding pages pass you by. Don't think too long. Don't study too long. Be strong. Let's thrive in 2025. Branding
They say if
pages
you
is the
study
way.
long, they say if you study long, you study wrong.
Ooh wee. So let's do
I,
this.
okay,
Let's
what's that?
don't study long. Let's study strong. Let's win together. Today is a great day to get started. This is the 13th of January. Tomorrow puts us into a new week, into the month. Will be a second week of, well, actually a third week into the month.
Well,
You know?
yeah, third week yeah, because this week, yeah, because that first week. So this is, the interesting thing is this. I'm just going to go and let the cat out the bag. Tomorrow's January the 14th, a national holiday. It's my birthday, and what I normally do is wait until until the first of the year to begin. Well, everybody wants to have a wants to do their have their birthday. They want to do the New Year's resolution. But
Yes. Hello.
I wait a week. Yeah,
Are
I
we
see
still there,
we
Doc?
lost you from. Yeah, we lost you for a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So most people wait until on January the 1st, they're gonna make that resolution. 2 weeks later, they're already making up excuses of why they won't be able to accomplish it. And by the end of the month, probably by the third week, they've already forgotten about the resolution. I have opted to instead to wait for to wait until the to wait until the 14th, which is my birthday. So it gives me time enough to consider what I want to say. Most people just jump out there and say, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," and they don't have no plans or no concrete intentionality of doing anything. But it's easy to say. Let me just share this with you. This morning, the Lord dropped in my spirit. There's two ways that we approach the day. We have um, an affirmation or an affirmation. Now, an affirmation is when you speak about how awful your life is. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not pretty enough. I don't have enough money. And you focus on your lack and you find yourself getting stuck in that lack expanding. But the philosophy that I've learned during 2024 and back is that when you focus on your lack, you get more lack. But when you focus on your blessings and you focus on all the goodness that you're experiencing in your life, and you affirm that, it brings more of that into your life. Are you tracking with me?
I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there. And the reason why, if I look off, it's because my phone is blowing up.
Okay. Hey, me too. I'm sitting over here. I'm actually working while we're doing this. So I'm working on a branding page for one of my clients. At the same time,
Yeah.
I'm sitting up here. So you can This is
It's
so
it
simple that a go on.
this is what I got right here. And I'll read this. This is a local DJ here in Houston, very, very popular. And he said, he said to me, this is what he said. Let's, he said, I love it. Number one, I love it. I sent him a message. I said, you need a branding page for DJs, your DJ, you. I said, and then we could get people to see your podcast on a branding page. He said, I love it. Let's make money doing this for anyone who needs it in Houston. He said, see, that's how many business owners and businesses and small and big, with me and you in the same city, we should be millionaires in 2 years.
Well, this is $1 million brand because everybody needs a branding page.
It,
If you're in business on social media, you need a branding page. The branding
so
page is going to create your identity, just like you said. It helps to
so
ID
so
you.
so that means connecting with what we've created with branding pages will turn not only us into millionaires, but it'll turn the person who we're working with, our clients, into millionaires too. So we what we're doing is that we're creating a network, a synergy of people who are taking the same concept and spreading it, and everybody is becoming visible. Everybody's becoming more financially.
Validated, financially
Absolutely.
validated. So,
Absolutely.
Edwin, a person that looks at what we're offering and their takeaway is it's too expensive. I don't need, it don't need all that. You know, why they go to the negative aspect of it. What do we say to them? Because the branding page, everybody needs a branding page, but everybody's not gonna see the benefit of it. You should be able. I've already this last week, I generated after with one of the branding page on the branding page has brought in so much revenue. I'm amazed. So
Huh.
it's already paid for itself. So if you're looking at a $497 price tag to get your branding page, and you're going to use the system every day, you should expect one sale from the results from the branding page based on what you're selling. If it's a book, so that's $20. So you're gonna need to sell about 20 of those 20 books in order to be able to pay for the branding page. But you let your product, your intellectual property, pay for the expense of the branding page.
Hmm. And also this, and I would say this with the branding pages, um, opportunity is that we also, because of the way we structure this, we can also create a SaaS model
Yes,
into your
software as a
brand.
system.
Right, because now when you have a subscription-based model, people are now continuing, if say you get 100 subscriptions this month, those 100 are in place. To next week you go after another 100 subscriptions, and now you have 200 subscriptions. By the time that year is over, your subscription-based model is actually funding everything for you. And you want to have
Everything.
something where you constantly giving these people who buying subscriptions from you, keep giving them the information that you're selling through your brand, and that's how we continue to make, economics is really simple. It's all
We just
seed, time, and
complicated.
harvest. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's
So
all
see, just a minute. Let me share this with you because what he gave me, you keep saying seed time and harvest. I wanted to share this earlier, but you brought it back up, so I'm gonna bring it to you again. Seed means success equals executing daily.
mm, come on
ED.
now. Come on, man.
The seed is it. ED is in the seed. Okay.
Oh,
So
wait.
success means if you're executing daily, that's the consistency, that persistent practice positions you for success. Now, the question that was asked me is, are you positioned for prosperity, or are you positioned for what was the word for pretending and posturing? Are you positioned for pretending and posturing? So I'm going to posture myself like I'm making it and I'm broke as a joke. I'm going to position myself like I'm winning and I'm in the loser's line. So the key is we want to take that positioning and position you to prosper. And the branding pages are doing exactly that. They're bringing prosperity, BP, bringing prosperity into your arena by positioning you to prosper. And what's the positioning mean? That means you're in position where people can buy your book, book you to speak, or take a look at where you're going to be doing your next speech, course, class, curriculum. That's the power to get. Those are the three avenues that if we can get that in front of our audience, if they can buy our book, book us to speak, or take a look at what we're doing, I promise you, our revenue will skyrocket. We're saying something as simple as 3x. Now I know that what's that boy's name? Grant Cardone and all of them are saying 10x. You know, you want to. Most people can't even imagine 10x. If you're making 30,000 right now, 10x means you're gonna be making 300,000, and they have enough of a belief point with 30,000. With the 3x it, now 30,000 becomes 90,000. That's doable, and then we can practice prosperity from there.
Mm, yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it's baby steps, man. I mean, people, a lot of times these gurus online, they have been doing this thing for so long that they oftentimes forget where they started, and I mean, and it's understandable because when you get to a certain level, you got tons of people, the excitement builds, and you're excited, and you know that that's going to bring a lot of people in to get excited with you. But we don't want to be those type of gurus. We want to make sure we always remember. See, I'm telling you, I'm still fresh with the smell of LA on me. I didn't come home. I came home to Houston not a rider truck behind me. I came home with a couple of bags. And that means what I had to do before I left, I had to literally unload and give things away. I
Mm.
came home on a new start. So I don't start, by saying 10x. I say, let's start off by first 1xing, and that's you. And then once you 1x, you take your branding page and you 2x. And
3x.
then once you 2x and 4x, and then once you 4x, you 8, that's 16. You 8 16x. You know what I mean? So it can move like that. And that's because of the power of this technology. But you don't want to start off, we start off by putting a good tank of gas in the vehicle, getting your brand established, pushing it down the road so you get visibility. And
Get
that's
visibility.
there it is.
Mhm.
And that's
And then you're gonna be able to go to the bank. So listen, guys, we're not we've been on here about 45 minutes, and that's pretty much our time. They say the mind can only receive as much as the seat will endure. And so
right,
this
right.
so as we shared with you this morning that branding pages are a viable alternative to getting your visibility, and that the branding pages are affordable, but they're also very, very effective. You need your branding page today. Reach out to us at A Plus Brand. Let me put that at the bottom there so they can see it. But A Plus branding pages. Um, let me see. Hold up. There you go. Oh, A Plus branding pages at gmail.com. So, and hey, we're here. Look here. We're in the lab pretty much all day. We're in the back room doing all this work. We present it to you on the broadcast podcast, but more importantly, we're we're not only speaking about it, we're actually the force behind building it, and we've got
Mm,
it down to a point where we can pop out 2 or 3 a day, but we want to train some people so that we can 3x that to have 12, 15, 20 per day, because these branding pages, I promise you, the more people realize what they are and what they can do, that's when they want more of them. So get yours today. Just contact us at A Plus Branding Pages. We'll get back to you as quick as possible. 24 to 48 hours, your branding page system is up and operational, and that gives you the URL. It gives you a what's the other thing? I was just the URL and the QR code. But more importantly, we can customize your branding page so that it tells exactly the story that you want to be told. You control the narrative.
I love it, man. Hey, great opportunity to sit with you again and glean from your wisdom and work with you. Thank you for being patient with me last week. I wasn't able to get on with you as much last week because of the
Oh, not a
transition.
problem.
And
But the
but we're
transition happens, so we'll be glad that's over. And look here, if some of you are running into burning moments of your life right now, you're saying my business is burning down, my reputation is not being established the way I want. I'm not getting the traction or the momentum that I want. Guys, let me tell you this: there's a lot of things out there you can throw your money after, a lot of stuff, but if you want to put a little money and get a great return that continues to grow and grow, the more you implement it, the bigger it gets. You need a branding page. You need the whole branding page system. So reach out, A plus branding pages at gmail.com. DJ, Victor, take us out. Tell us what we need to know.
well, look here, everybody. Make sure don't wait to get started. Just get started. We are A plus BP Brandon Pages. I'm DJ Victory Excellence Daily. And
And
this
I'm Dr. Magnificent. I'm the one that makes the paper stuff. You heard?
appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful week and make it a great day. Bless you. Peace.